And we're back to another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and we've got our work cut out for us today, boys. Yeah. No joke, we've got these giant towers that we've got to negotiate, amongst other things. Wow. Oh, there's a broken PC. Take it. And a motherboard. Tiny motherboard. Alright. That's done. Really quick. Before we get started, let's sort through what we have here, because we've got to figure out who is who. Stu is the one that we're still waiting for parts to exist that we can use. Sleepy L wants the EVGA stuff. Where is Sleepy? There's Sleepy. You want the EVGA stuff. You go there. You are the muscles. Alright, so let's get back over here. So we got to repair this guy. Which I want to get this one out first, just because of, reasons. And the RAM, which we're gonna sell this RAM right away, because there's no point in keeping such crappy RAM on us. We will never use it. We hardly ever get 4 gigs of memory, floating around, so it's just better to dump it. And then the graphics card. Boom. And before we even bother we gotta put this in. Before we even bother booting this thing up. Seriously? Seriously? Okay, I'm gonna be the first person to say this. No full tower works like this that I have ever seen. I have a full freaking tower, and I don't have to open up like 30 different compartments to get to the damn thing. To put a flash drive in the back. Yeah, I've never done that. Now, I'm sure now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say this is not a thing that exists. This obviously exists. Look at it. But this is a very dumb design. Unless you're getting, like, the top tier performance of in all existence, then, okay, you've got me. But, I don't know. I don't buy this at all. This is what I will say is, if you're running this is probably the workstation size rigs that they use in game industries and stuff, but I don't know. This is for a personal computer. It's a bit nuts, but I'm sure somebody's gonna come in here and go, they're actually some of the best powers on the market. Like, whatever. Best doesn't mean optimal. Most expensive doesn't mean optimal either. Just saying. I mean, it's cool, but it looks like something you would see in like a big business, like a big video game store. Not a video game creation area. Like even in Hollywood, when I go to the studios and stuff, I never see rigs like this. For video editing and stuff, I've never seen it. So I find it interesting, is all. Just make sure the RAM's set right. Because it never is, even though it doesn't seem to matter. Throw out your fucking back on that thing. And of course, these are all full towers, so hurdy. Let's go ahead and run a virus scan. Alright, this fool had... Okay, he was the first one, so we actually got to do this. No, he was the last one. So we're going to do this guy first. No, he had the AM4, so this guy's technically next, I think. See, now I'm getting confused. Yeah, I think the other guy was an Intel rig. I want to say he's Intel. And this guy is not. I'll find out, because we just won't have the money. Why do I feel like this is wrong? Whatever. I've already put it in. We'll see where it ends up. Well, an easy way to find out. Power supply, 850. Yes. So it is. This is the right one. Okay. I am reaffirmed with what I'm doing. Nope. Where's storage? There it is. Boop. Cooling, he didn't care. Memory. You? And then we need to open this. Good, very, very good. Well, looks like it's all in there except for a few other things. We'll get to that in a minute. I have no idea what power supply is in here. 550 watt. Add a little beef to the broth. That is power. I think we were going to put fans in here. Yep. Open sesame. Open sesame. $3 remaining. Like a pro. Hold on, the cabling's all screwed. I don't know why it can't seem to do the cabling on this correctly, but it sure as hell can't. There we go. It's so weird that I have to do that every time. RAM. Bam and bam. You working? Yes. Boom. This looks like it's almost done. We'll go halfway for now, because I have a feeling that because the wattage is really high on these guys, we're not going to get a lot of playroom. So, here's open. 4613. Okay, so let's crank it up a bit more. We'll try again. Alright, well that's going. We gotta figure this monstrosity out. Alright. Get out of there. Because I gotta keep doing this shit. Alright. Let's get this guy going. Memory will be this. Okay, I don't think so. Alright, graphics card. I thought I went one down too many, but appears that I did not. Where does one put hard drive? There we go. Like, where does one put hard drive? While it's open. Put it up there. Be done with it. All right. Wait a minute. Good. Making sure that was freaking in there. $46.67. Still short. It's $47.91. We got to get it there. $13,564. Yeah, I think we got it. All right, let's remove that. How come these rigs were so easy, but not the one that was just the upgrade? Because the upgrade is so specific is really why. All right. Power down. The power supply. 750. Okay, so we got some playing room in there too. Okay, this guy be done. Let's get the repair one going here. Figure out what's going on. Whoop. Might be too high, but we'll see how it goes. No RAM. That's not a problem. So the RAM on this died. Which for me, what's in this rig? What do we got? We have 2 hard drives, I see. So let's take out that 320. Oh, screw that. Where's the solid state? Well, wait. What's in here? No, there's good stuff in here. So let's take out the mechanical drive, as what I'm thinking. If I can find the damn drive. It's over there somewhere. Okay, so yes, I want you. But you are a pain in the butt. Okay, you know what? This video card's got to move. This is the dumbest place to ever put a video card I've ever seen. I don't know why this is a thing. Maybe somebody please explain it to me. It gets in the way of everything when there was clearly a better place for it to go. Alright. So, graphics card. What do we have? A 380. No, I don't have another 380, I don't think. But we'll put it, so we'll put this back in, I guess. But I'm not putting it back in stupid land. It's not a great card, so it makes more sense to put it in over here. Yeah, we can't dual card it, so I won't bother. Alright, or yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Memory. What motherboard is this? So 3200 is the best thing it's got. Let's see. What's the worst memory we've got that's not these two guys? Probably that 2666. So we'll throw that in there. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So now let's boot it up. 9922. Good. 4722. I think it's still short. Still slightly short. Let's get it a little higher. Now we're really nitpicking here. We're going to have to play with that. I have a feeling that's going to crash. Alright, so this guy's done. Right? Yeah. Power down. Get it out. No operating system found because I didn't put one on, asshole. Alright. set. New. I've already forgotten what the power supply is on this guy. 600 watt. So we've got some playroom on this to expand. It's still running okay over there. Dude, we need to buy shitty parts for that. We'll do that in a minute. Alright. Fuck that. 600 watts and we're barely spending any wattage. Let's jack it up. Give it a whirl. 4752. It's still short. 4791. Come on, you. Get the fuck up there. Alright. But what do we have here? Items. So we've got 2 pieces of used storage. One's pretty good and one's not. So we only need one not good storage unit here. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's go to our processors. We've got 3 shitty Skylakes, but we're going to go with these 2 for now. So motherboard wise, we need 2 crummy Skylakes. So 1, 2. And actually, we got 2 shitty 4 gig sticks that we can put in each one. So that's better for getting rid of shitty memory. We need a singular tower. So we'll just go ahead and grab a shitty one. Boop. Now what do we have? We have power supplies. We need 1 crummy storage because we have one already. Boom. And I think that's it. Everything else we have. Okay. So let's make a save. Let's collect on this. Let's collect on the other beastly build here. Still not. Oh, come on! Now the game's just mocking me. I'm worried now at this point we're not going to make it. It's got a blue screen at this point. Like that. See, it should be doing that already. Okay, we got to turn that down. Alright, I'm very sorry to say I've yet another unfortunate incident. Despite keeping my daughter away from the computer, one of my son's friends balanced a can of fizzy drink on top of the case, which of course was then spilled. A great deal of cola leaked inside the computer. We're anxious to get it repaired as soon as possible, and I will be sure that this does not happen again. I've also been speaking to my son's teacher and discovered that he's not handed any homework in for some time. Needless to say, I was shocked. He always spends hours on his computer. I asked him about this, and he said that the files were all deleted by a virus. Once again, repairs are needed. Could you please check the computer and remove any viruses you find? Diagnose and fix. We don't know what's wrong, so we'll just accept as is, because we don't know what's wrong. So, and it, $400, it could be anything. So, forget it. We can't just play a game of guestries and figure it out like that. Okay, let's go and let's see here. New PC needed. I was trying to play a game on this piece of junk PC and it's too slow. Can you build me a new one? As long as I play PUBG at 4K, I'll be happy. I need something to take my mind off finals for a while. I deserve a rest after studying so much on that legal case. Like, did you know that Jackson vs. Costello ruling means the guy's not culpable if he was within 30 feet of a fire exit? He's totally innocent, Gus Hemshaw. Yeah, we accept that. So we need to go to Battlegrounds. Well, will it run? Player unknown Battlegrounds. Boom. 4K specs. Our budget is $1740, so we can't go gung-ho crazy with this, but we can usually do enough We can usually do enough to get us 90% of the way or so there. Let's go with the necessities here. So for storage, you know what? We're going to go a little more expensive just because we can try to get away with it. So minus... Oh, wait. What is our budget again? 1740. Minus 100. So that puts us at 1640. Power supply. We don't need a beastly one. So we're going to go to 650, which we have in storage. So minus 60... Right, I believe it's brand new too. Yeah, 650B. So we have that. That's fine. Storage done. Case. We're gonna go with the deep cool matrix. So minus another 50. Now we need to know the little details here. We need 8 gigs of memory. Well, we don't need to bother with that till we do the i7-7700. Now. Okay, we have enough money that we don't have to bank on this. And the reason I don't want to bank on that is because that would mean motherboard replacement later. 7700, it's a Skylake, I think. So what I'm suggesting that we do is go to the Ryzen 5 6-core. So let's go to processors. That's my theory behind this. That's how we're going to get screwed. So we need to go to the Ryzen 5 6-core, so it's a little more money than we would want to normally spend, but I think it's important that it gets us the rest of the way there. Motherboard. We want AM4. Now we don't need... Well, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. Better deal overall. Minus 165. Okay. Did he care about cooling? No. So cooling is going to be cheap. So we have $1,000 between memory and graphics. He needs a 1080. So let's buy the graphics card now, because we're not going to have an option. So let's just say any of these 1080s would work. Well, now we could go with the cheapest 1080, but where's the fun in that? Which is all the way down here. Why would we want to do that? Other than to dual card it, which we don't have the money to. So, may as well just go with one big-ass card that has good wattage. So, I would say this guy right here. Which gives us 365 to spend on memory. We know that the memory threshold of that motherboard is 3600. So, may as well stock up here. We can buy 3 of these. No joke, we can buy 3 of these. So, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's minus 360. That gives us $5 left. I like this. This will be a fun little one to build with little major effort. With little effort. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, freaking finally. My god. Because what else the hell we were going to spend it on? You know? Definitely was a close call, though. I don't know if we were going to make that or not. How's that doing? Okay. 3229. So it's not a complete piece of crap. It's just a subtle piece of crap. Alright, let's go ahead and remove these guys. Power this down. Get it out of my shop. Giant-ass computer. Let's make a save before we collect on it. And then power this guy down. Alright. Request for an upgrade. Dear Sir Madam, it is time for me to upgrade my PC for performance. Does, you know, before we do anything more here. Very good. For performance, does 6943 sound like a fair benchmark target? Can you put in 16 gigs of memory? I'm going to need it 9 days at the latest. I know used parts are cheaper, but I like new ones. I think I clicked on something bad. The prod. All right, 6943. You're at 5914. Your motherboard blows. Your power supply doesn't. Your RAM is terrible. Just terrible. All right. So here's the breakdown. So the budget is $795. $795. We need to just go with straight up new RAMs. So memory, what's the speed again? 3000. So 3000, 16 gig stick, which is going to be 190. Boom. Minus 190. 605. We accept, of course. Now, what I'm thinking here, if we can afford it, is dual carding this guy. So let's look at the GTX 1070 OC. So 70 GTX OC. That guy's only $550. That gives us $50 left to spend. That ain't gonna fly. As much as I wanted it to. That ain't gonna fly. Huh. Let me think here, because that only gives us $55 to spend on a new motherboard. So now here's the thing that I'm thinking of. What do we get out of the Fortune X here? A320, 3733. So she's getting 3,000 megahertz of performance out of that. Okay, so our budget is 605 for a graphics card. I didn't add it, did I? No. So what can we get for 605? Probably not much. 580, 555. Which puts us back in this range again. Well, this is overclockable as all hell. It's the power on this thing. 700 watt power supply. Overclock the shit out of it. There's a good processor in there. But what do we spend the $605 on? Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense. I think we just have to get another motherboard. But again, we were not going to have enough money for everything else. So maybe they don't care about RAM speed? We're going to try this. We're going to experiment with this part. Let's go with 2400. Let's go with 16 gigs. So okay, that gives us 655. Strix, Asus ROG Strix 1070 OC. 1070 OC. So 550. 115. What motherboard does he have? That. AM4 slot. What's the video? What's the graphics card? Is it SLI? Better not be. Probably is. Oh, god damn it, it is. No. Alright, well, shit. Crap. Fuck baskets. Let's see. This is where it gets tough because we're not going to get a motherboard that is SLI that cheap. I don't think anyway. Yeah, we're like $50 short. So, okay, what's actually, hold on, memory, what's actually in there is 3000 Corsair. Right. So even putting in 3 more sticks of 4 gig is going to put us at $180 because they're $60 a stick. How are we going to get this performance? We've got a long way to go, and one 16 gig stick of RAM ain't going to do it. So I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. Because cranking the performance isn't going to jump it up 1,000 points. So forget it. So what am I missing? What if I go and just do the RAM at 130? That gives me 665 for a graphics card. And, wait a minute. We're getting into some exact numbers here. Okay, so this might be the real solution. Let's find out. I know this is getting a little more drawn out than you would think, but we have to know. So we got a 1080 gaming 8 gig. Look at how high that already is. So that's right. 1080 gaming 8 gigs already right here. The AMD Radeon RX Vega 64 is right here. Uses a lot of wattage, but it's even higher in performance. The Vega... How are these the best cards we have? Asus ROG Strix RX Vega 64 OC edition is even higher. But they burn up so much wattage. That's why. We can overclock it, but it'll have to be the only card in there. And the Zotac GeForce 1080p AMP Extreme and the big. Okay, so these are actually the two biggest cards beyond up till you get to the $700 range. Well, let's get this one because that's a perfect amount right there. So, boom. Yeah, this is not going to fly. So we're going to go with this and this. And we're going to experiment away. But it gives us the perfect and exact... it gives us nearly the exact amount. So that's interesting. We'll have to check that out. New PC, very important, please. Hello, would you be able to build me a new computer? I'm looking for at least 9537 in benchmarks. I want to go all out with 2 graphics cards. Yeah, I've seen those AIO water coolers, and I want one. I want one. Zotac components are meant to be the bomb. Oh, goddamn you. Are meant to be the bomb. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I like new ones, please. Well, obviously, we're accepting this. Now, we don't have the budget that the other dude gave us the first time we were doing this build. So, we have to be even more considerate to our budget. Zotac only makes video cards, so we know that much as well. We need to be able to beef them up, though. So, let's go to cases. $50 for the case. So, minus 50. Power supply. We've got to go rather large. So, we'll go 150. And we'll back off on a few other things going in. So we'll go with just a regular solid state for 60. That saves us $40. Now, as much as I would like to do an Intel, I don't think we need to. But that gives us a 3600 RAM. So, let me see here. 260 at a 6 core is probably the cheapest, but I'm worried it's going to be not as good of an option. We can go with a Coffee Lake for 250 as well, and it's 6 core. It's a higher performance, theoretically. So this is where it gets interesting in performance. Now, 9537. We've done this number before. With lesser cards, with lesser Intels to be specific, but we needed to go Cabby Lake for that. So let's do that. And we have a motherboard for it. sitting in the wings. So, but I'd rather use that on a better rig or something because we got that for free pretty much. So I would say, no reason to go here that for the price. It's just not worth it. When we can go here for 41 for 4 gigs. So we'll do this. He wants liquid cooling. Yeah, he does. All right, so go with the EVGA at minus 60. Murtherbird, Cabby Lake, which is 175, which puts us at 1398, which is a little more. It's a lot more than what we were hoping for. Because if we want dual Zotacs, we need. I guess we can go one tier of Zotac down and see how it does. So let's just see here. Memory wise, what are we at? 3,800. So 135. Boop. Minus 135. 1263. So that's $630 each for cards. Actually, if we make some adjustments, we could put 2 of these in, but they're 2 wattage dependent. So let's not say we did. But we could go over here at 665 or here at 655. But he wants Zotac. So let's see here. So the Zotac Mini is 655. So if we do 2 of those, it's over budget by $67. Where can we cut back? I would say actually because the wattage is pretty good here, we could cut back on the power supply to a 750. That's not going to save us enough money though. I'm wondering if our combo here is just not good enough. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I'm wondering if we may as well go with something Coffee Lake. Let's see, what do we got in Coffee Lake here? It's 170 and 155, so it ends up being about the same. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. If we add back in the processor and that, we have $298 to spend here. So even if we go with Coffee Lake, it becomes too much money. So what if we go... Let's look at AM4. Whoop, let's look at AM4 really quick. And see here. We don't need... We could get by probably with a quad core. So... What about you at 170? Gives us 128. That's not enough either. So... Then I'm shuffling up the wrong street here with my solution. We can bring this cost down. Let's go back to what we were doing here. Let's look at Cabby Lakes. All right. Dual 190, 180. Well, that'll save us $10, but the performance isn't worth it, so... 190. And 175. So that puts us back where we were. So we're still $67 over. We'll save $40 if we go to the cheapest hard drive, but then we're still $27 too high. We've already gone pretty cheap on memory. What do we have for memory? This is what makes this hard, guys. This is what makes this hard indeed. Okay, we could back off on this to 3,200. So... I don't think that's going to help us that much. Memory, let's say 3,200. 8 gig is 110. Now we're 42 bucks over. Now that cheap hard drive would put us $2 over. So power supply wise, actually, I think we just answered our own question. $2 over, and then power supply. What are we using for the power supply here? That's out. Yeah, so we could save some money on that by going to a 750 watt. So let's see here. Or even an 800 watt if need be. There's $10 with an 850, but we need a bigger case, and that's going to cost money. So, no. There we go. Either of these guys would work pretty well. 450 millimeter, 450, or 140, 140, both 750. We save $5 here, but we'll go with that one because why not? All right, leaves us $8. All right, so when they got that sorted out, wow, that's all that needs to be said as well. So we've got another $3,500 setup here. We're gonna have pretty much two computers to repair. And we gotta figure out kind of some of the rest of it. But with those repairs being done, on those, they're gonna be low performance rigs, and whatnot. So let's do same day delivery because we can do the builds now. So yeah, we got two builds. We're not gonna do those builds though. We're gonna do the repair builds first. So let's grab the parts. So really, we're just gonna put these little M-Techs in there. We're gonna go over a little bit, guys. I want to get these weak rigs done while we're here. So 450 watt, and we're gonna make this one. We'll make this one the worst of the group, so it'll get a brand new 120 because that's still worse than the bigger storage unit. As far as certain aspects go, memory-wise, we have those Martoni Supremes. Processor U. Let's go ahead and get some shitty cooling in there. We have it. I know we have it. I saw it. There it is. Yoink. And then the Vigicard. Which one's better, that one or 113? They're about the same. 1809. Actually, they are the same. Screw it. That's funny because they're the same, yet they're still both pieces of junk. Funny how that is. Okay, we don't even have to mess with the RAM settings because, reasons. Well, I'm going to keep that case fan. Screw you guys. All right. This hunk of lard. Same kind of deal. We need to open the tray though. Storage, you're going to get the 3. This used 320. We're going to be a little nicer to this rig. I think the smallest that we have used is this guy. So you'll get a moderately good power supply. This one we can jack up a little bit performance-wise. This one we can't do much with. So we're just going to run 3D Mark Advanced on it. We're not going to be able to do much with it, so it's just easier to get rid of it outright and not mess with the settings much more beyond that. So these are chunk change machines that are just, we want to get them out of here. this one we will put a GPU tuner in because we'll have some room to play with that. The rest of that looks good. And the cooling, these are all better. Maybe not that one. 15, 10. And this one's weird too in size. Let's get this one, or these guys are really big, but let's get this one in there because it's just weird. We don't like weird. Actually, more or less, we don't care about weird. Let's get that in here. Boot her up. Boot her in the pooter. That's going. Let's run you. What are you even worth? 349. It'll be lucky to hit 500 or 400. It'll be lucky to hit 500. Might hit 6. This one might do a hair butthole's ant's butthole chance better. But you know what? Get him out. You know, let's get him out of here. Let's get these things set up and let's get him out of here. That's all I have to say. There's no reason to sit on shitty parts that we're not going to get much out of anyway. And it cleans up some of our inventory. So like now we actually have only one shitty processor and a good processor. We have a good motherboard, but not for the good processor that we have. And we've got a bunch of used memory that's not bad. It's just not good. So that's one negative, is that we're sitting on some weird amounts of RAM that we don't know really what to do with. But that's just kind of the way it is. How much are you worth? 374. So it just makes sense to kind of get them out of the get them out of the shop. Why sit on them longer than one needs to? All right, let's look at this. This should be Unlucky Jeff. This dude wants that. So I think we chose these guys. May as well do this while those are running, right? Lots of money remaining. Memory. It's weird. 8 gigs. No, there's something wrong here. This isn't his stuff. You can kind of tell it's not for him either. Number one, the budget's way too high. It's got to be this. Bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So, you... Yeah, it's the second one in. Storage, you... Get in there. Memory. So he has the 3 cards here. Three big ones, I'm pretty sure. The liquid. $37 and 32. Not the most horrifying thing in the world. Just not good. $473. Wow. That's going to be garbage, but whatever, you know. We did it. We did it on budget, you know. We're going to get all our money back pretty much on that we spent on this one rig right here, so I'm fine with that. Graphics cards. We had duals. You wanted dual cards. Why do I not have dual cards again? What the fuck? Did we not account for this? Zotac. He wanted 2 Zotac cards. Why do I only have 1? Because I didn't add them. Did I? I did not add those 2 Zotac cards. That would be why. How much money do we have? 948. So I screwed up. I did screw up. I screwed up pretty hard. We were setting up the right rig earlier. This is the wrong rig. This is what I get for not thinking about what I was doing. Now, I didn't order the cards. That's the negative. I forgot to order the Zotac cards. And even though I believe we budgeted for it and everything. So, let me take that out. Motherboards. Let's get that back in. It means he's got the shitty mechanical drive in here. That's fine. I know we're hitting 50 minutes. I just want to get everything in here correctly installed before we move on. 8 gigs was all we were pretty sure we were going to put in. Processor. Had to be this one. Seriously? One motherboard difference and you gotta rearrange your whole fucking rig. For shame, game, for shame. Put that on there before I forget. Alright. 1338. Where's that mini? Let me double check before we buy this. Yep. Okay, so. Bam. Same day. Get them in. Oh, yeah. Set the memory. Yeah. And you know what? Since you guys were good sports, we're going to run this one. And then we'll be done. We what, have $8 remaining? Yup. All right, power down. What are you worth? 538. Okay. In you go. In you go. Get him out of my sight. Close that up. Alright. The reason I want to finish it because we'll level, you know? I want to level. Damn it. Mechanical. Shitty-ass mechanical drive. May as well grab the other one while we're here. Fuck. By the time that gets installed and done, we'll be ready to do more. Let's get this going. No! Now, this one only had the one video card we were putting in. Actually, that wasn't relevant. Alright. We'll check on the thing after the motherboard here gets put in. And this one had all the extra RAM. 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. We'll just make sure they're all open. Alright. Reboot. 650 watt. Open Sesame for the storage. We're gonna jump in here and put in. Alright, let's jack this up. Let's see how that performs. Run it. Graphics will be. What? How did? The fuck? That's not supposed to be in there. We bought that on accident. God damn it. I did not remove it from the supply. Whoop. So that would be why that is that way. God damn it. Memory. Not a big deal. We'll just shove it in a new build at some point. Just annoying. Looks good. Make sure the memory's set. Now, we don't need to necessarily dick with the performance on this, so I don't think I will. So, just run 3D Mark on it. That one's almost done. And because we could dick with it later, you know. And we don't have 2 cards in there, so there's not really much of a reason to dick with it. It already meets the requirements, so fuck it. $5 remaining. Done yet? Oh yeah, with $8 remaining. Suck it, jabroni. All right, let's dump this. Which is good because this is, you know, will be good for the next day because all we'll have to do is the 1 repair job, the 1-2 repair jobs that we have. But best part is we're going to level. That's really the reason I wanted to do this. I want that level. All right, let's make a save before we level. Because these 2 rigs should get us there. I don't know if this one will directly get us there, but these 2 should. Bam. Yeah, we leveled. Multicolor cables, B450 chipset of motherboards. We'll have to look into that. B450. So that's a Tomahawk. What does it mean though? Okay, so I don't see anything that really helps us with our RAM issue. So, whatever. Not much we can do about that. But yeah. We just have the upgrade and this repair that we know nothing about. So, we'll have to do those 2 upon the motto. 73. Okay, we don't care what the score is. It's good to know that that's the performance, though, right out the gate. And then this one is done. Boom. All right, so thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, your RPG Guy. When we come back to PC Building Simulator, we gotta repair another rig we don't know what's wrong with, and we gotta repair a rig we kind of know what's wrong with. We're still sitting on this other rig that we kind of wasted some money on because we don't really know what it needs for the stew at Regular Corporation. So we're going to have to wait until things unlock and allow us to fulfill his 128 gig RAM request. So, what have you. And on that note, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTartStudios for live gaming, live tabletop, and blind playing action that we do there. We have 3 different shows. The RPG Guy plays, Chairman of the Board tabletop show, and our blind Hobo Headcrab blind play show. Check them out at twitch.tv/JackTartStudios. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.